Hi, it's me István, your Inkscape mentor. Today I will draw a robot. Actually, more robots. I will try to do as many robots as I can in a short time. Why? Because I want to teach you my favorite thing about using vector graphics for game art design, or vector graphics for anything, to be honest. This is, I think, the first thing I started to love about Inkscape when I started to use Inkscape daily about 10 years ago, and I started to create modular design, which is you create a small element and you modify it and you can build new elements using only the same thing. And I think it's a big thing. I think it's amazingly useful, and it's making your workflow so much faster, so much better. And you can create game assets much faster, designs much faster, because you can make your illustrations and design elements coherent but less repetitive. So, okay, this was a fast theory, yeah, but I will just start to draw robots because that's the topic what I was posting last week in the Inkscape Draw Freely group on Facebook, because we have a big group. We are almost 10,000 people there using Inkscape, and I am one of the admins, and every week or every second week I'm posting a challenge, an Inkscape challenge. If you are searching Inkscape challenge on Facebook, you will find it, and the latest one was robots, draw a robot, have fun. So this is my take also on the challenge, and also showing you how you can use modular design to create your own robot army. I want to create at least 9 different robots. I don't know, maybe I end up with 900, you never know. If this would be for a game, I definitely would make a little script for it to make it more random and generate random robots out of given elements. So let's start. Every robot I will draw will have a head, will have a body, we have some type of arm, 2 of it, and some type of leg, yeah? So that's my basic setup. On each head there will be eyes, or sensors, or whatever you call them, let's say eyes, and mouth. Each robot can have different antennas or lack of. Each can have different buttons on their body, or different holes and this and that. Just fast now, I made a little green robot, and what I did, I just used squares and circles to create a basic shape. And I will not use much more in this tutorial than this. I will use path effects, which I love, to create robot arms. And yeah, basically that's it, because robots for me are this, when if someone says robot, I'm always thinking, I'm not thinking androids, like fully human shape robots, but the clunky ones from the 50s movies. If you saw the movie, I think it was 58, Forbidden Planet, they have the biggest, clunkiest robot ever. It looks like a coffee machine. Alright, so how these retro sci-fi robots are looking. So they have a head, they have a body, antennas, arms, legs. Okay, so if I say that my concept is this, how I can create as much robots as possible from this same little concept? My idea is to create different heads, different legs, different bodies, buttons, and combine them and modify them slightly so they are not always the same. Change the color, change the proportions. Okay, so let's do the first hand. The first hand is very short and clunky, and it's gonna just consist of holding fingers. I'm just duplicating with Ctrl D. And that's a robot hand for you. That's my favorite, actually. It's so simple. The robots I'm gonna do will be retro and will be very good for cute game or something for children. I'm gonna stick with the green, with the gray one. The green just was for showing you the parts. So this is one hand, yeah? This is one type of arm a robot can have. Short, stumpy, with fingers. Okay, what type of different arm a robot can have? It can have little devices to hold stuff, like pliers. So I create the same thing, I duplicate it and move it over, and I create a little something like a screw holding it together. I put the center of rotation, this little cross, you can grab this little plus, I put it here. So this is what I have. Now I see that it should move. If I move it, I can rotate around that one. I duplicate it with V, I flip it vertically, and it can has the same arm, and I can have the same screws or what holding here, maybe smaller. That's another arm. So I have now a robot with a little grabby arm, and I have one with a manipulator, much better manipulator than that one. And you see it stayed in place. Hello. Okay, what else? What different hand can my robot have? This is like a bit like Dr. Octopus. If you, like me, love Spider-Man, it's a bit like that. He always had 3, but I just go for 2 now. Okay, what else? It can have more human hand, which means having a finger here, and I will cut this in 2 pieces. I select these 2 shapes and I go to Path, Division. This will cut up the simple path by the other one. So this is a joint I have. Good. This is the thumb, and I duplicated it so it will be nice and horizontal, and this will be the other fingers. And with the end, I send them behind. So this is almost like a human hand. Good. I can give it a big screw here, depends on which side it is. How to draw a screw is quite similar. I draw a circle, draw a shape around it, select both. With Shift Ctrl A, I'm calling the Align and Distribute window, Shift Ctrl A, and align them to the middle with this one. So I align them with the middle and I do the same, Path, Division. With the division I have this one. I can make it slightly smaller, maybe wider so it's under, and make it, this can be a dark color as this can be a bit lighter. I click all of them and with Ctrl G I add them up. I have a proper screw. I put it aside because this screw will be useful maybe somewhere else as well. You never know. And the screws are not always perfectly horizontal, vertical. They are rotated until they rotate. So that's it. I have another arm. I have this very simple one. I have a human one. I have this one. I can have a very long arm as well. And yeah, talking about Dr. Octopus, or if you just had a shower, there is this hose on the shower, which is like, yeah, it's like a pipe. How we do it's a flexible pipe, yeah. And how we create that is I will draw a line to simulate this flexible pipe. Oh, not even, just a very short one. Let's say this will be the line, this will be the arm of the robot. So this will be a very flexible arm. It's gonna go here. Now I take my little element and I go to path, object to path. Now it's a path. With Ctrl C I copy it and I go to path. Okay, look at this, I love this. Path, path effects, and I select this path and I want to add an effect to it. There is clone original, gears, I don't know, a lot of things, interpolation, but and perspective, which is great, but I need pattern along path. Pattern along path. This is what I use the most, the path effect I use most. I select repeated and I click this. And I made a line of sausages. Because in Inkscape sometimes you have to rotate the original path. So again, Ctrl C, again, ta-da, make it please from, so paste path from the clipboard. That's why Ctrl C and paste path here. And the amazing thing in this is if I modify the original path, I can add more nodes to it. Let's turn on this. I can add more nodes, I can create whatever I want, and I can have this flexible pipe. So if this is an arm of a robot, this as well can have any hand I drew here, so I can as well duplicate this. And I already started the modulation process, because if I duplicate something, that's already, before that I change a bit. So if I duplicate something and modulate it a bit and change it a bit, that's already great. That's already creating a different design. I duplicated this one. With age, I flip it horizontally to make a palm a bit difference. And with Ctrl plus, I add them together. Hello. Okay, these are the arms. I have 4 arms. It could be much different. Let's just stay with it. Now let's say we have also some legs. What type of legs we need? I think we have the very basic one. With Shift Ctrl C, I'm turning this into a path. I add the node here and I pull these nodes out. This is like a little boot, and in one of my Udemy courses when I'm drawing a robot I played with this, and I like to give him little, just Ctrl D, some little dots here and make his shoe looking like it's a shoe of an astronaut. They are not wheels. I put them together with Ctrl plus. They are just little things, and I can give him joints like this. This one are a bit lighter than the others. Okay, so I can give them joints like this. Good, yeah. Also this one, and also the joint can be a bit darker. So now I'm only using this gray and the darker gray and some other colors here and there, but mostly I have the same colors. So that's one leg. What else I can create? I can create a leg something like this. So even if I use this thing, it could be a leg on its own, like a big spider leg. So what I would do is I would create something like this. This will be the base of the leg, and I will create something like this here. This time I add a bead joint on the end. I select both of them, Shift Ctrl A, arrange them in the middle, and I duplicate this one to have the screw around. to make it a bit more different. If this is the leg, I am thinking maybe a thinner one is needed in the end. So I have this one. I don't even need this. I group it up, and that's one joint of the leg. I duplicate it with Ctrl D, and I have another joint. I duplicate it again, and I have another joint. So what I did is I created spider legs. And what I can do is make the center of rotation here on this one. Here I could be extremely punctual, but now I'm just doing by heart. Yeah, but it works. Okay, a bit upper. Good. If we select these two, it's still working. So that's a bit more spider looking. Could be scary, could be good. Okay, what else? If you saw Wall-E, everyone saw Wall-E, you could have a robot with little legs. How is it called? Okay, if you know the word I'm looking for, I'm Hungarian, sorry guys, I'm not American, I'm not British, as you can hear I have an accent, a thick one. I'm Hungarian, so that's my native language. How is the thing called which is rolling under the tanks? So the kind of wheel a tank have. I don't remember just right now. So I'm thinking I could create something like that. From the front it's basically a darker and a lighter element. We will see how it will look. So this is the darker and this is the brighter. And I can make this turn a bit already. And I duplicated it and make this one a bit darker. Like that's turning down already. And here I will duplicate it and flip it. Duplicate with V, I flipped it. So you see it is lighter here, darker there. Shift Ctrl F, I call my coloring window. Yeah. So you see it has a way of rotating. It has a thickness and a way of rotating. So that can be another leg for sure. Now what else? It can have little wheels. That one I will not draw from front, I will draw from the side, because why not? So I will show you how to draw a cogwheel or a wheel. You arrange these things together and you get the absolute center of this circle. I'm using usually guides to do that. I have guides, yeah. Align them. Good. And I align this to the middle. Nice. Now I can delete these guides, I don't need them anymore. Just hover them and push delete. And now I push Ctrl D to duplicate. This could be a cogwheel, this could be a wheel with a huge, what is it, tire marks. Yeah, good. I duplicated it. This could be the middle. And let's make this dark. Nice. Duplicate again. Let's make this whiter. Good. So that can be a tire as well. How it is attached to the robot, it's another question. I usually like to keep everything horizontal, vertical, so I can modify it later. This can be rotated a bit, and it can be attached to the robot with something like this. Or, yeah, I can draw a new one. So it can be attached like this. Oh, I like this. I just found the light color. Great. Okay. I open up the groove with Shift Control G, put this down. Actually, I can switch these two colors just to have more fun. Nice. So now I have a robot wheel. I have some robot arms, I have some legs. So I have this. This is like a little human leg, arms, very human arms, different arms. Yeah, pipe arms. So at least I put this aside so it's not hurting it. So I have at least 4 arms and 4 legs. If I calculate the wheel as well as a leg, but I will. It's a way of transportation. So this is what I have so far. Now I can have some robot heads and robot bodies and start the assembly line. Okay. What type of robot bodies I can have? Basically a square. Hello, everyone knows that. It's big and clunky, it could be a square. I can play, and I will, when I assembling the robot, with the proportions, like how wide is the square, how tall is the square. If I want to have a very cute feeling, like this robot is super cute and looking childish, with the proportion of a little child, like head-body ratio and the different things. So making it cute or making it a killer robot. I'm not gonna make killer robots now, I think. In another tutorial, I promise I will draw real manga type robots, like with crazy polygon wings and yeah, giant killer robots like Gundam. Okay, so this can be one body for sure. Another thing can be a circle. I'm just thinking to use a circle or to change it a bit size-wise, or like make it an egg or something, but we will see. So that can be a body, this can be a body. We will work on them and make them special. Now I'm just figuring out what else to do. And of course, this is another square. I can play with this too. So it can be circle, square, what else? Yeah, it could be triangular and different shape as well, but let's just stick with this. If I come up with something else, I will make it. And let's go for the heads. The heads can be as well square and circle, different size, and as well it can be like this. Okay, no huge surprise here. Also this one could be. The only difference here will be the size of these objects, as the head can be smaller, bigger than the body. We will see. So I have my original robot, goodbye, and my little screws and this and that. Okay, my assembly line is getting there. Just group these up. Control G. Good. So arms, legs, bodies, heads. What else I can have? I can have different eyes for my robots. I can think about 2. Basically having a very cartoon human eye. And just duplicating a circle, duplicating it again. This makes it shiny. Very cartoon. It's up to me if the robot has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, how many eyes it has. My other idea is that it can have a screen for a face. If this is a screen, well, let's say, where is this bright color? This could be a screen, the dark thing, yeah, and it could have a very simple face made out of pixels. So I duplicate this. Let's arrange them a bit. Duplicate, duplicate. I created a little grid. This could be also used for the body. So I created the little grid and I can add some face to the robot now. Maybe one more is needed. Yeah, something like this. But then these can be white, those can be grays. I'm just playing around. So this could be like, okay, this is my robots will be black and white, because of why not? You can play with any color. I could color them, but now I'm just playing black and white. This could be green lights and this and that. Okay, so this is another eyes. This is another eyes. I really like the ones like Cyclops from X-Men or Robocop, which is like basically just a hole. It's like this one and the dark one. I duplicate it again. I move it aside, get a color so I see, and I go to path difference and I cut it out. So this could be only just a little eye. Okay, so it can have eyes like this, face like this, eyes like this. What else it can have? It can have camera lenses, because this is very much like an eye. It can have camera lenses, it can have triangle or square eyes as well. Let's make a square one. Not a circle one, a square one. And make it this color. Like this could be a nice robotic eye. And this one as well, I want to give it a shine. Like semi-transparent, so it's looking like a little screen as well. That can be a square eye. Yep. Just pick the brighter color. And for this I pick the darker one, and this too, the darker one. Good. I just did this, so these things are different shade as the background color. So I have like 4 different eyes. I could vary them and do whatever I want. I can have different mouse. This could be a mouse as well. I want to, yeah, this can be a mouse as well. Let's group this together. Okay. This guy has a whole face. These eyes and these eyes can have a little circle cartoon mouth. I go to fill and stroke, stroke paint, fill turned off, get some stroke, I give it a smaller one. About this thick, and the end is rounded. Yeah, even more. Good. So this can be a little mouth, this can be a little mouth. If it's a mouth, it can be also a bit higher. So I delete this one. And I can, you know, draw these things that sound waves are coming out of the mouth of the robot. Again. So just make a line, make it much thinner, and I add some dots, just double clicking here and there. Good. Like he's talking. Nice. Turn off the fill, and the stroke paint can be the bright gray. With shift pick, I pick that one. Good. So this is another mouth. That's another mouth. That can be actually a closed eye as well for a cute cartoony robot. That's a whole face. And I can have a whole little dorky robot, turn off the stroke, which could have little robot teeth. I know it's weird, but why not? I just draw two squares. This guy is gonna look a lot like SpongeBob. If you watched Futurama while it lasted, I really liked it. It's a very good science fiction show. It was. Had a lot of different robots, not just Bender Rodriguez, but different robots. So, heads, bodies, everything. Okay. Before I start to assemble robots, I think working up front, I have arms, legs, bodies, heads, some faces, eyes, mouth, everything. I will also do some antennas. This can be like a very minimal antenna. And it can be an antenna with a little bump on it. I like this type of antennas. So I can play with this, where is the antenna, on the side, on the top, how it looks. Or it can be an antenna with a semicircle under it, so it's looking like the antenna has a base. It's an antenna, I'm just telling you. Okay, group it up. Done. So I have antennas and everything, but it could have different buttons, lights. Let's make some buttons, very simple ones. I have the base of the button, I duplicate it, pull it up. That's one button. If it's pushed in, I duplicate it, pull it down again. That's what happens when it's pushed in. Then this one is going dark, and this one is going very dark. This is a bit of UI design as well. This is how you make it feel that the button is pushed. So push buttons, unpush buttons. Okay, it could have different type of buttons. Actually, I have this where I have the mouse, where I have it, yeah, here. So it could have different buttons which are like scales, and that could be, here is a circle, something you move inside, get a gray color, one more, get a lighter gray color. This could be like a switch, like up down. This thing could be moving up and down, you know. Good. So all the buttons can be very small. Nice. So I have a lot of different elements. How much it took me, I don't know, half an hour maximum. So it's not because I'm perfect and I'm so good. I have a big secret though. It's a no secret actually. Practice. I practice. I draw with Inkscape, I think every day. It's like doing exercise. When you just dream about having a perfect body or good health or whatever, or when you are just dreaming about running a marathon and not doing it, not running every single day, not eating healthy, it's not gonna happen. It's the same with Inkscape. Practice. If you practice, you're gonna create amazing things. I'm planning to do a video after this telling people why Inkscape is amazing. So subscribe to my channel and you will see that video coming soon. And I tell you, Inkscape is amazing because you can practice as much as you want and get better at it. That's the whole secret. It's a no secret. Okay, so I have these elements. Everything is ready to start my assembly line, but before that, I want to tell you something. There are 3-4 days left. What is the date today? There is like 4 days left from August. Yeah, a bit more than 4. And I'm running a promotion with the Inkscape team. So if you go to my site, istvanseb.com, that's my name, istvanseb.com, you can get all my courses for $15 only. So that means $15 any courses. I have 8 courses at the moment. From basic Inkscape to drawing robots in a character design course to web design, logo design, you name it. I have 8 courses. I teach everything. All the knowledge I accumulated as a professional designer and all the knowledge I have as an Inkscape user for 10 years. So usually my courses are $47. This day it's only $15, and for $59 you get all 8 courses. All 8 courses. I will put the link to this under the video, and if you want to get all the courses, there is a special link. If you want any other courses, then go to my website, pick any courses you want, any of them, and use the promo code donate 2018. Why donate? Why donate? Because when you buy now, this is the site, when you buy a course from me now in August, so in the next coming few days, you are also donating money to the Inkscape developer team. They are making this amazing program for us, which I'm using now, which you are using, which you want to learn. And you can learn it and get the courses. And half of the money will be donated, half of the $15 will be donated every single time to the Inkscape team, so they can have their developer meeting, their Hackfest in Germany in September. Because these guys are amazing and they are working for free, and I want to have them like this. Okay? So go to istvanseb.com, use the promo code donate2018, check out all the links under this YouTube video. All the links are down there. Just click on the course you are interested in, check it out. You can subscribe and check free lessons. If you like it, buy it. But don't hesitate too much, because this promotion is only running for 4 days. Okay. Thank you very much for your attention, and I keep it here for later purposes. As you see, I use Inkscape as a giant table. I'm very creative. I can do whatever. I can put stuff throw stuff around. My physical table now is very organized. I have a glass of water, I have my mouse and my microphone now in front of me and my lamp, and that's on my table only. There is nothing else on my table. Okay, here's a pencil, that's disorder. But in Inkscape I am super creative, throwing stuff around, duplicating everything, and I'm very playful. Why? Because I want to be creative in my software, in my work. On my desk it needs to be cleanness. Okay, so in us talking, let's make some robots. Let's pick a body, let's pick an arm, duplicate it, flip it with H. Let's pick a head. Can be bigger, can be smaller. I make it bigger because I like cute people. I like cute stuff. Let's pick a leg for him. And this is very similar to the little robot you can see in my character design course, because this is how easy it is to make. And let's give him some eyes. Ctrl D, and I can give him actually a little smiley face. Even some eyebrows. I like eyebrows. They are very expressive. You know, that's why Wall-E had these little things around his head, because they were very, very expressive. So that's robot number 1. Hello, little robot, you are number 1. Let's pick another one. It's a body, it's a leg. I can duplicate it and make it bigger, and this one I can put upper. And I can move it a bit. And I can make it even smaller and even bigger behind. Good. I can select these elements to make them a bit darker. That's what I'm playing with. So they are behind. Too much. Okay. Center of rotation has to be here for this as well. Good. Now I can select all of the legs, all 3 groups, Ctrl D for all of them, H to flip all of them, just the letter H, and put them behind. I can make this robot also super cute. It's saying hello. It's a bit showing like a middle finger, but I like it actually. Okay, I could put a head here, so it doesn't even give him a head. Don't even give him a head, but I am thinking to give him something like this. So this is the head, and give him maybe one eye. Now this is a much weirder robot than this one, is it? It is very much like a spider. It is like, yeah, you could animate it. I imagine boning this in Dragon Bones, so put some bones in it and move these legs separately. It could be so nice. Okay, let's make another then. Let's group this up. Here you go, the little weird spider guy. Let's make another one. I like this one. This is so general. Let's put some buttons on him. Good. It's like these buttons are pushed. This can be here in the front. Nice. Actually, he can have two. Also, he can be very dynamic. Why not? I'm just thinking to not give him a head, but give him a body like this. Let's group up these buttons. And give him eyes like this. No, definitely this mouth. And eyes will be just circles. Okay, that's 3 robots. Let's go further. It has a small body, can be much bigger, has a bigger head, can have these legs, making him looking like a tank, very woolly like, can have the clumps, which we didn't use yet. Can have this eye. Make it a bit more visible. He's a little weird, like everyone else. Again, let's have a circle body. And let's have this arm, I really like. And maybe this one doesn't even need a leg. If you saw the series, which is Final Space, there is a robot called Kevin. He looks like this. He's a floating ball, wildly annoying, killing the main character, going on his nerves. I can duplicate these two and give him eyes like this, like, hello, I am Kevin, and he is floating around. He's like a floaty bot. It's very similar, if you go to the Inkscape group, it is very similar to the little robot I made. And he can have an antenna, because why not? I really like those actually. And I like this mouth I made here. I can use that here as well, make it very cartoon. Okay, he's cute, not so annoying as Kevin, but still. This is robot number 5. Let's make another tall one. This can be the body. And now I used almost every element. So what now? I don't care. I reuse. This could be the body, this could be the face. And let's make a clunky real robot from old cartoons. Where are these buttons I used? Yeah. Just use these because I recolored them. Good. I can give him some switches as well. And some very normal arms. Looks like a Beemo a bit from Adventure Time. So he will work very... He's a bit head heavy. And just let's give him the normal legs, like the human-y looking ones. I can actually even give him more wild arms, one of them being this. The other can be as well. Let's group it up. Let's make it a bit bigger. So my robot army is coming. I like this creamy guy. Good. I want to give him an antenna. Where are you? So I'm having 6 different robots now. They have similarities because of different design elements are there, but they are modular. From the same simple elements I created in half an hour or more, a bit more, I created already 6 very different robots, which in a video game could be amazing. So in a game it would be amazing to create this much. And imagine, I'm not even playing with the color. I'm consistent here, I'm using these gray colors, but I could be, yeah, I could color them red, green, blue, whatever. And changing the color just would be one change. That's what I don't like in games. Sometimes when people are using sprites and they are just changing the different, you know, how the enemies are looking, they are just changing the color shading of the sprites from red to blue to yellow to green. Come on, be more creative, draw new sprites, draw new elements, figure out new ways how the character is acting. Because for example, this little guy can be very aggressive and go very fast. I can, oh, that's what I miss maybe. I can give him little eyebrows too and make him grumpy. But this guy is definitely friendly. He is not talking much. I delete even the mouth. He is not talking much, but he can run around on the ceiling and everywhere and showing you the way. You know, tap, tap, tap. So all the robots have different, ways of moving, of interacting. Okay, most of them have legs and arms and faces and such. They are cartoony, but still they are different. Okay, what else we can do? Let's have some more fun. Let's get this one as a body. And some spider-like things. It looks very much dark. Boston Dynamics dogs, if you know what I mean. Look, check it out. Look for Boston Dynamics and see those creepy creatures they are making. But this one, for me, it will be very, very cute. He's a bit like an alien. Can get an eyebrow too. I can play with it and have him like a leg in the back. Yeah, like he has 3. And I can do the same thing I did before. Color it darker a bit. So he's 3-legged, he's weird, and he's cute. Maybe this one could be bigger a bit. It's like, hello, I'm your weird, trustworthy friend. With 1 eyebrow. Hello. So this is robot number 7. I think it could go much, much weirder than this. Let's see how weird I can go. I like this proportion still. can have the little wheel. This could be a neck. This could be like an input hole or whatever. Looks like a grill grid. Okay, nice. He is a bit upset. Okay, this is another robot. You remember I said it could be as long as I want it, really. Okay, one more. I have all the different circles, this and that. Let's have another square body. Let's give him a circle head. There is no such thing yet. It will be very similar to this guy. I'm getting the... can give him one wheel. Ah, this will be like the little cleaning robot in Wall-E. Good. And I can give him little these ones, make these fingers, so I can even play with more. Hey, I had a circle here. Ah, like this. Mm-hmm. Where are my buttons? It will be very expressive. Let's give him some eyebrows. He's like, what? No. Maybe. So that's it. I created 9 robots from all these elements, and I didn't use the square eye, and yeah, I think there are some elements I didn't use, mostly all of them. Almost all of them I used. These are the little robots I create. If you want to make robots, please do, and please share them with me, because I'm so curious what you make. If you make a game which is including these robots, I will be super happy if you follow my tutorial. Just please link me and please let me know, because everyone is following my tutorials. I have, I think, 20-something thousand, at least 24,000 students online and worldwide, and only a few of them are sending me like, hey István, this is what I created, thanks man. It's not even about the thank you, it's about like, this is what I created following your tutorial. I'm so curious, so if you made a robot like this, please show me what you created. Please show me the games you created by my tutorials. Okay, so this was the 9 robots challenge. I created 9 robots. I think it could be much more, but let's finish this. If you want to learn from me in the coming 4 days, you can still get any of my courses for $15. Just go to istvansep.com and use the promo code DONATE2018. If you happen to watch this video after this promotion expires, you can still go and check out all my courses, and who knows, you might even catch a promotional code in the future. For now, it's only, this is the lowest I will go, and this promotion will end in 4 days, so hurry up and catch the courses. See you in the next video, which is coming very soon, and now I will just pause this video and figure out what will be the next Inkscape challenge for the team. Okay, István out, have fun, and practice, draw with Inkscape.